to another edition of Overland Fam. Okay, oh, goodness. Okay, guys, so I wanted to talk about there's a few things I wanted to talk about. So, yesterday, I spoke to you guys about some of the problems I'm having with the family. Things are starting to look up now, I suppose. It's only been a couple of days, I know, but, you know, the weather's really nice here. It's really windy. You know, I have some apprehensions about what I'm doing. I do have apprehensions. I think any man with a family would have some apprehensions about bringing their entire family on a journey which is going to take them through. Some of the places are semi-dangerous. They can be dangerous. Lowering the risk by implementing a process, a system whereby we can travel with the least amount of risk and danger to our lives. Danger and risk are two different things, aren't they? Yeah, they're two different things. It's been at the forefront of my mind, so I have been thinking about it a lot. Should I bring some sort of weapon? No, I don't think I'm going to. What I will bring, though, because this is something which really has me paranoid as hell, I will be bringing some sort of bear spray for the animal parks, just in case, because we're going to be camping in the animal parks. I'm going to be camping in the animal parks, going to have the kids there. I ain't taking that risk, man. I'm not going to take that risk because I'm not going to be able to fight these animals with my bare hands. These animals will obliterate me. I'm dinner to these animals, literally. So I need to have something. I can't go barehanded. So I'm going to take some sort of bear spray. Yeah. Just so we have something. We start camping at around 4 o'clock, and I don't want the kids to only be inside once that sun goes down, because that's when the dangerous animals come out to play. So I need to be ultra careful at that time. That's another way of mitigating risk, right? It's another way of trying to take less risks. Not take less risks. Get us to our campsite, okay? Because that's what the way you take away all the risk and all the dangers is by not going at all. And that's not what we want, is it? We want to lower that risk to the minimum amount whilst being able to enjoy ourselves. I think one way of doing this is by giving the kids some form of place where they can be indoors. I know this is going to it's going to be difficult with camping, but there is a way that we can have the way we can have a nice large tent incorporated onto the vehicle. A lot of people don't like this, but I love it, and I don't mind taking out 10 20 minutes to put up a tent. I don't care, I don't mind, as long as my kids have a place to stay indoors, which gives us some relative safety from not just from the elements, but from creepy crawlies and creatures which might be coming in. Yeah, that's one thing I've got to do. I don't mind. I'm not in a rush. I see a lot of people talking about these rooftop tents. they're saying, oh, these clamshell tents, you don't want to buy one of those. It takes 5 whole minutes to put up. Like, give me a break, for heaven's sakes. And do you know what? No, I shouldn't put people down, because a lot of these people are like camping for the weekend, and time is of the essence. But for someone like me who's overlanding, we've got plenty of time, so we're going to take that and use it to our advantage, and we're going to give ourselves, when we camp, we're going to give ourselves something nice, light, quick to set up, something that gives us maximum amount of room inside of the tent, and a bit more safety. I think that I'm going to prioritize that. I think it's really important to have some indoor space. Another thing I want to talk about. Sorry, I don't want to carry on real quickly. Wait there. I'm going to talk about that afterwards. First of all, let me finish off this. So, yeah, I was thinking about doing this because it will give us a lot of space. I don't know if I would, let's say, if I'm camping in nature, I'm not camping in a park, I'm camping in nature, just getting our kip off. I don't think I'd put up a tent then. I'd drive, get to the destination, we'd get out some of the camping gear, put up the awning, you know what I mean? And then we'd eat, and then shower, and perhaps even focus on just getting inside this large rooftop tent that I'm thinking of, building. I think that would be really cool. Then we can all chill out, spend the night inside. I want to be able to give these girls the ability to go to the toilet at night. That's going to be difficult. Well, I'll need to find a solution for that. Okay, let's go back to what I wanted to really talk about. The creepy crawlies, yes. This is something which is important, because we do have snakes, spiders in Africa, and they are poisonous. They can do us harm. Mosquitoes, all those types of things. I need to be able to keep them away from my kids and away from my family. So I think one way of doing this, first of all, we're going to be taking anti-malaria pills. That should help us. Another way is, I think we need to, I'm strongly considering taking some form of anti-venom with me, just in case. I'm going to take a trauma kit and a first aid kit. I watched Ronnie Dahl the other day, and he got the two confused. The two are totally different. Trauma kits, first aid kits, totally different. First aid kit, it'll have your bandages that'll help you, protect whatever wounds you have, so they don't get infected. Something to wipe your wounds clean, gauze. Something to even close your wound sometimes, to close it up if you do get a deep gash or something like that. Stuff like that. Okay? So that's a first aid kit. A trauma kit. A trauma kit is when you've severed your arm and you oh no, I'm being silly, but no, I'm not being silly. Stuff like this can happen. A trauma kit is the last resort. It's the worst case scenario, and you don't have anything, you don't have a hospital nearby. Trauma kits can save your life. You understand? It can save your life. So this is what I'm going to be bringing with us. I'm going to bring a medical kit, a first aid kit, but more importantly, I need to be able to safeguard my family's safety in a number of circumstances. I won't be able to cover everything. The only way I could cover everything, like I said, what way? By not going. And that's not going to happen. I'm going to go. We are going to go. I need to be more positive. So that's what's going to happen. I'm going to focus more on lowering risk as much as I can while still being reasonable with what I'm doing. Okay, so guys, I'm gonna leave it there because I've got to get back home. Actually, I've got to go and go to the shops now. So, alright, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.